yeah.
And how you going to tell these people who have been here all year, hey, you're going to have to sit this one out because Mark Stein's here?
Mark Stein ain't been in Sacramento for 20 years.
He hasn't, but he wants to come for – he wants to show up for a playoff game.
Yeah, I like.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah. First of all, are you okay?
Yeah, I just lost my voice a little bit.
Okay.
It's not as much Doc Rivers as I thought it would be.
You know what's crazy is everything inside of me is the same, right? Like I want to project the same way that I normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh, no, we can hear you. We all heard you loud and clear. We heard that line clear.
Pause. So, but because I can't project, I'm like a kitten.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody was too close to me parking earlier. And I'm like, instead of being like, yo, I'm like, hey, can you come here real fast? Can you come over here? No, come over here. Come over here. Closer.
Yeah.
I'm about to leave. So could you move a little bit? And like, it's like a very non-confrontational thing because I really can't have any confrontations.
This is fascinating.
So like, what are we doing? We got tea? What's up?
Oh yeah, I got tea. Where is it?
We lost the tea.
1 second. Hold on.
Do you have Invisalign in too? So okay. Trista went to get her tea. Okay, she got it. Is this sweatsuit, Trista? Oh, I like the jacket. Oh, okay.
Oh, Letterman jacket, Trista. Stop playing.
Yeah,
I put on clothes for y'all. I'm not working it. I'm not working today. I put on clothes for y'all.
So I told everyone this is out of the hundreds of radio shows that Trista talks to today. We're the only show that she's doing. We even got the email, hey, Trista's not going to be able to make it today. That's cute.
It's for y'all. Yeah.
That's
I texted you, Damien. I said, Jordan's going to cancel every hit. And he's going to tell you that you're canceled too, because it'll look real suspect if I just say, except for Damien's. But believe me, we're still going on. And you're like, are you sure? And I go, just send me the link. Just send me the link.
You're going to get an email. Don't believe the people that were hired by me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe the people that were fired by me. Believe the facts.
Back to Mark Stein. This is a perfect time for me to comment on this because I don't have any ability to sound confrontational. So if they were to clip this, reverse it, flip it, I would sound really cool. I would sound really calm about it. Mm-hmm. They stole my name on my podcast, bro.
For real?
What's the pod again?
This League.
Oh.
That was my original name. And I couldn't take it with me because I created it at Barstool. So I had to come up with a new name.
How the hell did they get it?
And they just used it. And they added the uncut probably for legal reasons. Wow. And so every time I see uncut, I think like about vasectomies. Wow. And also like the circumcisions. I'm like, oh, it's This League uncircumcised.
Oh,
that's
I think about that when I hear uncut.
I don't. No, that's
well, that's just me being nasty.
No, that's
me being nasty.
No, that's Trysta. You know what that means, though. Not the whole uncut thing. Them taking the name.
Also, just because we haven't said it recently, Barstool can kiss our ass.
Yeah, go ahead. Straight to hell.
Yeah.
That just means you're on the right path. I used to deal with that same stuff, like coming up before any of this that would happen. I'd have these ideas, right? And then I wouldn't even tell nobody. I was just like, yo, I'm going to do this. This is going to be fire. But I didn't really have like a platform to do it. And then I would hear or see people doing like a version of what I was like, are you for real? But I just, it frustrated me to no end. But I would always get myself straight by saying, that just means I know it's working the right
and
way.
He probably thought I stole it from him, in fairness, because he thinks he's the creator of #ThisLeague, which may or may not be true that him and Chris Haynes started it. But regardless, it was a name of a Twitter account at Barstool before I got there. And I was like, that's a fire name. I'm going to use it for the podcast. But the fact that I couldn't take it with me and then they could have it, I will never listen to that podcast. I don't care what's in it.
I ain't mad at you.
Well, I guess that's the last time I listened to This League to chase down whatever rumor that was.
It's like we're ride or die up in here.
Always gang.
Sydney Dean. says Trysta sounds like when the R&B singers do the interlude. Hey, girl.
900.
Love you.
Just to sound like
1-800.
you know, I always use the milk because I think you're kind of sweet.
You wanna speak on this real quick? Mark Wong says we need a Trysta MC Light collab.
I was so sad that she was there last night and not when I came for the Laker game, because I would have definitely rolled up on her like, hey, do you remember me? It made my entire life at that point. So I don't know. Did I tell you guys about this talent show at all?
No.
So, you know, another hashtag Trysta story, right? Another famous one. But there's this youth program called SEI in Portland, and it was for, you know, inner city kids. And so I was the only white talent act that was there. And OG1 was the DJ there, and he actually is the DJ for the Blazers. And I didn't know him at the time, but I was so nervous, and I was coming out by myself as an act because something happened with my partner where he couldn't do it. And so I did it by myself. A song actually that has not been released to D-Lo and Casey. I have to find it for you guys.
Oh, wow.
And so I come out there and I've got these thick heel boots on at the time, right? And I am struggling. I already know this is not going well. I'm going to bust my ass. So I unzip those joints and take them off with the mic in my hand. And I'm like, I can't even front you guys. Like, I can't wear these. I'm like a sneaker girl. And like I tossed the boots into the crowd right off rip. And it like hooked them.
Yeah.
And the first two bars were, yo, I do this for the kids in suburbia, and I do this for the thugs that'll tie you down and murder you. And it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
Wow.
And
Oh yeah,
so,
we need that. You gotta
Yeah,
you gotta dig through the archives for that.
and at the end of it, it was a friend of mine from elementary school that sang the hook, this guy. And in the last part of the song, it goes do 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 do. And so I had the crowd do it with me. Psh, shut that joint down. It was a hostile crowd like for the first 2 minutes because they were like, you know, what is milk? What is white milk doing? And and I won the whole thing.
There we go.
And MC Light came up and she was like, Psh, you've got bars. And I was 16, maybe 17. And that made my entire life. Morris Chestnut was in there. Tay Diggs was there.
What?
It was a big deal. There was
The Portland talent show? Like how'd you get the whole cast of The Best Man to show up?
It was crazy. They had a bunch of, I forget, somebody from Friday, one of the like a lesser known character from Friday was there. It was so dope. It's maybe one of the top 3 moments of my life.
It sounds like
And then that's how Sony found me. So they had an A&R person at Sony who was at that talent show. And she came up to me and she was like, hey, I run, you know, some lesser known album or some lesser known label within Sony. We'd like to sign you. And then that's how my rap group basically disbanded because they just wanted to sign me by myself and not him.
Man.
And they didn't have any female white rap. It was before, you know, Iggy Azalea and all that. It was just Eminem. And in the song, it was like, they want to label me as one of them. They don't want me as fake. They want me little Eminem. Crowd went crazy.
Wow.
That really sounds like a movie.
It was so fun. My mom was in the crowd. She was obviously like the one speckle in the crowd. And everybody knew that she was, you know, oh, you're with her, you know, kind of a thing. My best friend and my cousin was there. Oh, it was literally one of the best days. One of the best days.
For those who didn't make the connection, MC Light was performing at the Golden One Center at halftime. Trysta, League Pass viewer, gets that performance. Gets that performance. Yeah, Trysta was a part. Trysta wasn't. MC Light was. Same. MC Light was part of the Team Up for Change stuff that the Kings and the Bucks do every year.
Yeah, they always
and have done every year. So MC Light was a big part of that.
I don't know if that'll continue though after last night. I don't know if you guys are going to be teaming up to do much.
I'm confident it will, even though. What did you make of that whole situation to end the game between?
I thought what Mike Brown said was so spot on. You know, we're not looking for smoke, but we're not running from smoke.
Mm-hmm.
We're not the Mets fan base. You know, we're not the people that you can just roll over anymore. We're not the fan base or the team that you can just come in. We don't care if you won a chip or not. We don't care if you sign Russell Westbrook or not. We are here. We are the best offense in NBA history. We're going to make it tough. We're going to make Giannis be MVP finals Giannis in order to beat us. He had to do everything in that game. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I love the fact that it got chippy. I thought that Sabonis was being fouled all game. And I think he did not go to the free throw line one time. And then Brook Lopez tried to yam. I think it really got started when Brook Lopez tried to yam on, was it on Sabonis? And he mushed his head down to the ground while he was elevating. I was like, whoa. You can't just do that.
Brook was on one that whole fourth.
He
quarter.
He
was on edge.
Yeah. And then he got one to the eyes. Yeah.
And then
me, Mick.
Cursing. All right, settle down, Brooke.
Did you guys go to the game? What was the vibe like in there?
We weren't there yet last night.
Oh, you didn't go?
No.
Why not? Why did you guys go?
Looked electric. I mean, all the games, like we were there at the Knicks game or whatever.
What was the reason for not going? Did you guys have other things going on? You guys got more partnerships going? It was cold?
No, I got a 3-month-old.
No, it was cold.
Oh.
It was raining all. But no, I just went home to Sprout, and it was Monday, and we had a podcast this morning. We have 4 more shows to do, and we have a live broadcast on Friday.
Congratulations to that.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I don't know that that's something to congratulate us for.
No, that's just like a dope thing. That's just great. I put it out on my Twitter, like people pull up.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You're well. See, this one on Friday
really pissed off the people in Memphis.
It definitely did. This is the first one. We're planning something much bigger in August that you will have to be here for. Like non-negotiable, you will need to be here for.
Yes. I'm taking August to myself. We're spreading my wings.
Oh, let's go.
And fly again.
California, it's gonna be hot.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be great. No, I'm sorry that my voice is gone because I feel
I love this. I love this. This is tremendous.
You know, this is kind of how I am with someone that I'm like emotionally into as well, like romantically into. I'm kind of like this version.
I'm really glad I didn't utter the next sentence that was about to come out of my head.
like a little kitten, you know, like, oh, like this is actually me inside, but I just sound different.
Well, I'll pull that remark back and say, when we were together, this is like you can turn the volume off a little bit. Like you were just in casual conversations. This is similar to this is not radio.
This is how I am in real life. This is how I am in real life. Even though I can turn it up too.
Oh yeah. No, that's
like when I was mad at Sam Amick. Well, let's just bust him out for Sam Amick for seeing me in person and then saying nothing. If you're in the chatty house and you know Sam Amick, get into his mentions and tell him to stop acting crazy.
Let him know.
Let him know. I like Sam Amick a lot. The fact that he did that was foul. Foul. I was so mad.
You were
And then I saw him whispering to someone else and pointing at me like I wasn't going to know.
Yep.
Sam Amick, that was foul. That was foul. Did I say his name was Sam Amick?
The best part about all of this is whenever the person who gets the text is me. While everyone remains oblivious to what's going on, I'm the one.
I didn't know till afterwards
who gets the text.
So. I didn't know till like golf putt or whatever we were at.
They're like, they're like, how can you tell? And I'm like, because they're looking directly at me and pointing at me. And then when I look at them, they look away. Like,
I was ready to go. I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Come here.
Let's do it.
We're succeeding. We're succeeding. That's what we're doing. We're looking good. We're looking good. We're making a lot of money and we are succeeding. That's how we beat them. We come in there and they know it's us because we are stars and they are not.
Look at this. I like this.
Cutting a promo on them.
Yeah.
Let them know.
saw
Trysta says all the stuff I think.
Trysta she reminded me of a post I saw from our girl Jade this morning. And she said, "I'm that girl, and so are you."
Oh, your guy last night, Cashew, the Sacramento fan that you guys don't like, my co-host.
Oh, your boy. Yeah,
my boy.
Yeah.
So last night, because I was struggling with this exact same thing last night, I was trying to thug it out, and he said, "We're just spilling tea today, because that's what we're gonna do." He said, "Oh, well, now we don't have to deal with Trysta loud talking over everybody." That was like a shady. Wasn't that a shady?
No, Shoe's one more smart ass remark from getting his ass kicked. He needs
and I said, or the only way from keeping me from being a star. And then he just shut his mouth. He just shut his mouth.
Why are people so intimidated? Like,
you guys realize, like, I'm not an intimidating person at all.
You're not.
You know what I learned
is pretty chill.
People are they don't expect people to walk with confidence or have confidence or be confident in themselves. And I think a lot of that is their own insecurities. And I saw that in some of the mentions of John Bull's Zapruder film that he took from the game the other day, in which John, who I love, was doing that in a lighthearted way, and it got like a certain number of responses. And all I could think about was like, why are you projecting your insecurities on me? What you want me to do? Walk around and put my head down and hunch up my shoulders and sheep around? No, I'm gonna walk with my head up. And I was singing Beyonce because she was playing over the loudspeaker.
You were looking good too. You were looking good, and you knew you had the jacket with the little padding on it. It was new, so you knew it was like pristine.
I knew the second I put it on. I was like, it's over.
This is it. This is it. They are done. They are dead. It's a wrap for them. I don't even know who them is, but it's a wrap for
all of
them. Everyone.
All of them.
Damn it.
It's a wrap for all of them.
Oh, what's happening in the sports world?
What's that?
I do want to ask you about the Bucks and the Kings in that game last night. Did that
This is finals team. This is finals team.
You know where I was going.
This is a finals team. That's a finals matchup.
So I told Jason Jones last night, and I believe this. I believe in what they can do. But the Kings, they could go to the NBA Finals. They could lose in the first round.
Yes.
I believe both. Like, they're anywhere in between there. All that could happen because of the concerns of defense. They're so damn explosive on the offensive end.
But I think the thing that's really impressive to me and not getting enough conversation around it is De'Aaron Fox is a legit two-way guard. He is a legit two-way guard.
I said he should get consideration.
Make all defense. He should make all defense. He strapped Devin Booker. Strapped him. And Devin Booker's bag of tricks is infinite. He's like Mary Poppins. He could go in there and get anything. You never know. And he put him in prison. In like not just juvenile detention either. He put him in Rikers. You know what I mean? He had him in solitary confinement.
Jeez.
Right, keeps getting worse.
Yeah, Rikers.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's not what De'Aaron Fox is known for. Nobody discusses him as an elite defensive guard.
Yeah, that's something that coaches have been trying to manifest out of him for years. And it's manifesting itself this season. It doesn't get the attention that it probably deserves, as we talked about at length yesterday, because the team is so bad defensively. And normally that one stop, that timely stop, is able to come unless you're playing a team that has Giannis Antetokounmpo on it, who you literally cannot stop.
I don't think anyone can stop him. No one. Like, even the best defense can't stop him.
He's the best player in basketball. He's the best player on the planet.
I don't know how, like, especially, I already felt this way, but I don't know how, after seeing last night, he's not the MVP. Like, what metric do you not have him as the? Maybe games played, maybe, but he's the best player in the world. His numbers are better than everybody's. The only thing you don't have on Jokic, I think, is like
passing. Yeah, passing.
and he's a better defender than Jokic. So what are we talking about now?
I think it's just got to be. Did you guys see that Nick Wright video on Instagram?
No.
It was I know you probably don't like Nick Wright. It's fine.
I actually don't have a problem with it, but I don't.
You just like, so it just came across. Somebody sent it to me. So he said this, which I think is actually kind of fair. He said that and it's kind of a nuanced take in response to what JJ said to Kendrick, because we can't act like race is not a factor in just implicit bias as a whole, right? Like that plays into the decisions and opinions that we have for one another, period, whether we know it or not. So this is what Nick Wright said. He said that white players, in our minds initially, we think of them as like lesser until they get to a certain level where we know that they're really good, and then they actually get extra bonus points. And I think Jokic might just be getting some extra bonus points. And I think that's probably fair, right? Jokic wasn't expected to do a lot when he came into the league, and then he overperforms expectations as a European, as a big man, as a passer, as a scorer, I mean, Jokic could score every time if he wanted to. He just chooses, right, not to. But I think that there is a bit of voter bonus points for him over and above someone like Giannis, who is just athletically a freak, where you say to yourself, well, he can do that because he's athletically a freak, not because of the skill. Remember what Harden said about Giannis. I think that actually does somewhat play into voters' minds a little bit, that criticism of Giannis, which I think is unfair.
The thing has always been, I don't have a problem with anybody who thinks it's Nikola Jokic. I just don't understand how you already have decided he's the award winner when the season's not over and Joel is doing what he's doing and Giannis is doing what he's doing. And you decided seemingly like 2 months ago that Nikola Jokic was the MVP.
Yeah.
And Giannis has won 2 of them and is having a better season than he did when he won the 2 awards. And don't tell me that averaging a triple-double is a big deal now, because y'all minimize that. Yeah. Someone did it too much that y'all don't care about that stat anymore, unless he's not the one doing it, unless you already like the player who's doing it. And I think that's ultimately what happened.
Is that on your sweatshirt, or is that a watermark on the screen?
What are you?
COTC.
Corners of the Culture.
Is that but no, I know. Is that a watermark, or is that on your sweatshirt?
Oh, it's on my hoodie.
Oh, I thought
the Culture hoodie.
I thought it was a watermark because of where it was placed, and it
was
an
odd place to put it. Like
I know that's why I was like,
yeah, no, trying to rub it off the screen. No, it's Corners of the Culture. It's the name of our podcast.
No, I know what the podcast is called. Oh. Obviously, I texted you or DM'd you and was
you
like,
did. Oh. That's fact.
Yeah, so the awareness is there. Don't do me like that.
I didn't. I'll show you the watermark's moving now.
So okay, good, because it wasn't moving.
Oh.
Even with your head moving, and so I got confused. I don't have it all the way today. This is a bonus.
That's all right. I've been distracting my people. Kenny thought that someone was getting jumped outside.
I did.
I was looking at lights yesterday. He had to ask me on the air if I was okay. Like I'm not doing right by my partners. That's ultimate, because you're just another host on this show. I'm not doing right by my people.
He looks brighter than you, also.
Yeah, he's got the Hollywood. He's got okay.
Don't do it like that. You know how I meant it. You know how I meant it. There was no, see, I knew that was gonna.
He's got the Hollywood lighting over there. It was like set up. Where's Kenny gonna sit? Let's make sure he's got the light.
They got lights pointing towards you.
No, look above you.
They don't.
There's a light directly above you, shining down on you like it's a halo.
Yeah, no.
No, it's over here to the side.
Yeah, no, it's side lighting for you.
I gotta be over here.
That setup is kind of crazy.
No, it's
kind of crazy with the computers and how much space. Yeah, it's a little crazy. It makes it work though.
I'm gonna get a ring light and
that's what you need. That's what I was wondering about.
Lights in here. That's what we need.
This is.
I don't know. What else do you want to talk about?
I do want to.
Oh, by the way, they told me, James Ham, we got to get on James Ham for this.
Oh.
James Ham, our guy, said, Trysta, I think it's time for you to cash out of your Kings division winner ticket. Because this was weeks ago, right when they got KD. And I said, really, why? And this is the hardest schedule for anyone in the division. Warriors are getting Steph back. They got KD now. Lakers just made some trades. And I said, maybe I'll do that, James. And in my heart, I thought to myself, that's cowardly. And if I cash out of the bet, I won't be as invested in every game like I am now. And I think it was $120 to cash out, $15, and they were like, cash out for $120. Then it went down to $90, and I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna ride this storm out. Now to cash out, it's $475. No, I'm not gonna cash out either. We're getting that whole 700. We're getting that whole plus 445 to 1 for our Kings. So James, have a little faith in your team. Have a little faith. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna happen. That's the other thing I wanted to ask you. So, James talks about, when the trade happened and final 25 games a lot. And then he's not, I've said it a number of times, he's not wrong. Like, there is a different level of intensity now I've seen in these games since the All-Star break. So he's not wrong. But I think the perception by not James, but other people in national media was that when it turns up, the Kings won't be able to keep up. And they've kind of debunked that. They're 8-10, or excuse me, 8-2 since the All-Star break in their 10 games. Now the next thing to say is, well, playoff basketball is different. We'll see what they can do there. Do you see this team folding in the playoffs?
I think what is benefiting the Kings and the Kings fan base, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. How many games do you have left? 15? 15 games left, right? So, okay. So there's 15 opportunities. Uh-oh. What happened?
No, you're here. You hear us?
There we go. Ooh, thought I lost you for a second. So there's 15 opportunities. Well, one loss, I think, for the fan base can feel like, okay, this is the start of a 15-game losing streak. We can still lose for the whole rest of the way because that's kind of in the mindset of like fear a little bit. So there's this like real urgency to win every game because who knows? Maybe one game leads to 2 games, leads to 3 games of L's, and maybe something bad can happen because that's been the history of a franchise that's had problems, right? And I think that desperation or urgency really helps the Kings, really helps the team, really helps the fan base. You can tell there's like anxiety in Golden One, right? Like, okay, like we really got to win this game. It's like, you really don't. This is the champs. Like, this is Giannis. But I feel like the pressure or the vibe was like so wanting to win, where maybe prior years and on different teams, it's just like, hey, we can take a night off. Like the Celtics just lost to the Rockets. The Kings aren't losing to the Rockets. Well, they did, but you know what I'm saying? Like on a random Tuesday, I think there's just much more urgency to play up to the competition, but also stay true when you're playing somebody worse.
The Kings got exposed last night.
Well, here we go. We're all the guy in Major League sitting in the outfield. Here we go. They'll blow it in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Thanks for
Dennis. I don't know.
Randy. I think Dennis is the good-looking one. I think Dennis is Cap.
I have this is a new graphic. That's nice.
You just noticed that 28 minutes in.
Well, it was coming in and out.
Okay, we got our. But you saw the corners of the culture thing over here. But you missed.
It was catching the corner of my eye.
How many meds are you on?
None.
No meds at all.
It's just.
Are you allergic to those too?
Well, I just have like my throat's just gone. I don't know why. Just gone. I feel fine.
That happened to me one time. It was kind of terrifying. It's like, why is
I'm scared. And then you want to hear another story? Spill the tea again before I dip out of here?
Why not?
So do you guys ever hear the beat the books that I do?
No.
Hey, oh, okay. So there's these little 30-second betting spots, right?
Oh, I heard. Okay, I did. I heard you do one in the hallway.
Helping you? No. That's a different one. I do it every day, and they go on every single Odyssey station, music, sports, whatever. And so it's like a big initiative for BetMGM. I've done it since I started. I never get an email about them. I never hear a thing. Everybody's happy. I had my voice gone last night, right? I told you about my passive aggressive boss. So I get an email today. Beat the books. Hey, I know your voice was gone yesterday, but we really need to be spending more energy. What was it? Hold up. 1 second, because we got to get the actual thing. Okay. We need to ensure we're doing a better quality job with Beat the Books, though. this is a significant initiative. We can't have them sounding low energy.
I don't like your brand manager at all.
I like him. I like him plenty, but
like
it took everything out of me to not be like, bitch, I've done these every day. It was like, I know your voice is shot, but no, everything from there is invalid. That's the moneymaker. That's all I got. This is literally me screaming. That's all I got.
And you gutted it out for us for 30 minutes.
That's love, man.
Because I love you guys.
Love.
I'm going to go see Creed 3.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Where I don't have to talk.
Yeah, I've heard great things.
You guys want a March Madness pick?
Sure. It's not like we got to go to commercial or anything.
All right. Well, never mind.
No,
Never
no. So we probably should get one of these in. As like, do you have a Final Four?
Yeah, let's real quick. So I like want to check in. Why want to give me my bets? Something's gone wrong. Shoot. Well, you'll have to find out next time.
Alabama, because that's who I like.
I like Alabama. I like actually Arizona though, plus 400 to go to the Final Four. I know that would be knocking off Alabama, but that's a really good bet. I like Marquette to go to the Final Four, plus 450.
You're the second person that said
Okay,
Marquette.
can you stop? Because our producer is furious with us.
All right, I gotta go. Bye. I know you guys gotta go.
Enjoy your movie.
Bye. See you later. Mwah.
Krick.
Mwah. Mwah. Mwah.